Halloween to be a fun-filled night for the kids, making sure that everyone stays safe. Sarah is back, and I love that technology is sort of keeping up with some of our fears and allaying some of those fears, because now we can track them.
We can.
Right?
You know, we all know the typical Halloween safety rules, like don't put a mask on your child that restricts their vision. Check the candy when it gets home and make sure it's safe and not opened or damaged or expired, all of those good things. Yep. But yeah, it's come a long way for just actually keeping track of your kids. And we were talking about this. So last year was my first year with a child out trick-or-treating without a parent.
Yeah, and this will probably be my year. So my daughter will still have a parent with her, but she wants to go to her girlfriend's neighborhood. And my son's like, I'm just going to go with my friends. I'm like, okay, no problem.
So hard.
That doesn't hurt me at all. I'll just be at home giving out chocolate bars. And two for them, one for me.
That's what I was going to say. So it might be a good night after all.
It might be a good night.
Yeah, just put your eating pants on. So there's some prep work to do ahead of time, especially if you have a child like mine who's not the most prepared for every situation, right? So you want to sit them down and have this conversation more than once. Who are you going with? I want a list of every single child you're going with. Do their parents know that you're all going on your own? Where are we all meeting? Where are we all putting you together? Preferably at another parent's house, or they all come to yours. So there's one starting point for everyone. How long do you plan on being out? So
when are you coming home? How are you getting home?
How are you getting home? And like, where's the pickup point? So you don't want them to just all go their separate ways at the end of the night, especially as it gets later.
Right.
You want them to all go somewhere together and get picked up together.
Right.
And mapping out that route so that you can see where they're going.
Yeah.
And then, to me, this is the most important part of the conversation. What do you do if you get lost?
Yeah.
What do you do if you get separated from the group? What's your plan? Because his answer for everything is always run. I'm like,
where are you running to, sweetie?
Not going to work in this situation. So make sure you have those chats before you go. And then once they're out there, technology is your friend and their friend.
Okay, so what apps did you discover for us?
Okay, so there's one called Life 360 that you have. And in these two apps, your child will need a phone. Okay, a smartphone. So you've got the app on there, and what it is, it's a GPS tracker for anyone that you invite. And everyone on the map has their own unique ID, usually with their first initial, and you can actually follow them on their trick-or-treat route to make sure they're actually going where they say they're gonna go.
That's so good.
Right? And then to add a new member, just to keep it secure, on your version of the app, you'll get a code. And you have to give that code to anyone else that you want to give access to your location or that you want to have access to their location.
So that is secure.
Right.
And you know exactly who's on there tracking.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So that's for the parents. So when you're sitting home eating that extra candy, you can keep track of where they are. Now, let's say your child is out and you want them to have something, an easy way to access you. There's an app called the Red Panic Button.
Okay.
And that app is simply a red button on their screensaver screen that they press, and an SMS or an email message will go to all of their emergency contacts on their list. So you'll know right away if your child needs you, if they did get lost or something happened while they're out. So that gives you that extra reassurance and peace of mind,
That's good. And don't just press that button because you need another bag for your candy.
Could you imagine?
I need another pillowcase. Like, what?
My kids would totally do that. Although they don't bring pillowcases anymore. I don't know.
They don't do that now?
No.
We used to do that
We
back
used
in
to
the day.
do that. I know.
So we also need technology for the kids that don't have phones.
Yes, we do.
Right?
So,
because a lot of them don't. They're not old enough to have them, or, you know, their parents are like me and they're pioneers and they don't want to give their kids phones.
well, exactly. Or, you know what? Or they're just not responsible enough to carry it around in their costume anyway, if it's not in a backpack or something like that. So there are options for that.
Okay.
I love this idea here. So this is a GPS tracking watch.
Oh, good.
You do need a SIM card for this, okay? But you can put it on like a pay-as-you-go plan, that sort of thing. You can video chat with your child. You can call your child. It also has a GPS tracker.
Wow.
It's attached to their body, so they are not going to lose it. It's not going to fall. It's not going to drop.
Yeah.
So that's for maybe the younger child is a really, really good option.
So you also have those cute little colored tabs. How do those work?
So these are actually for your keys, or, you know, if you're one of those people that loses things all the time, it's got a little loop here and you can attach those to keys.
Yep.
Or other items that you're worried about keeping track of, like your
neck.
children. So, yeah, you could put a little, like a necklace and put this on it for your child. You could attach it to their costume or their little bag or something like that. And that also allows you to keep track of where they are.
So that's just a tracking device. So you're at home with your phone and you can see the route they're taking, and they don't have to have a phone.
Right.
But they've got that on them.
But they've got this on them.
Cool.
The one thing I say with these is check the range,
Yes.
just to see how far away that they will actually work for you, because some of them are shorter distances.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a couple of other devices there. What do they do?
Well, okay, so let's say you're out trick-or-treating with your littles and
Yeah.
your biggies coming home by themselves, right? You want to be able to know when they're coming home, or let's say they're home handing out candy while you're out. You
Yeah.
want to kind of keep track of security around the house. So I love the idea of these high-tech doorbells now. These are so amazing.
yeah.
So this is something, you can wire it. Some of them are just battery operated so that you don't even need to wire it to your house. Very easy to use. Has an app on your phone. You can see who's ringing your doorbell. You can also check and see if it's your child coming home, all of those things. So it really, really gives you that peace of mind.
And it's all attached to your phone, probably?
It's an app.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's an
exactly.
app?
You can track
Okay.
it all on your phone.
Yeah,
Right.
good.
So even if the kids are going to hand out candy, you can have it and just see who's at the door. Say, okay, yeah, it's kids, go for it, or no, it's grown-ups, I'll take this one. You know, yeah.
Okay, good. And then finally?
And then this is an outdoor camera. So
Oh,
again,
yeah.
attached to an app. And this one's really great for watching to see who's coming and going from your house, especially if you're out for the night on Halloween
Yes.
and kids are home or whatever. It just adds that extra kind of safety feature. And these are all available on Amazon.
Excellent. It's the only night of the year when I actually answer my door anyway, so.
So true.
Right?
Yes.
Ding dong! I'm not home. I'm fully home. I'm looking. I'm peeking.